So, hi ma'am! In today's video, I will be discussing about communication, the nature of communication and the concepts related to it. Second, how communication is affected by media and information. Third, the differences and similarities of media literacy, information literacy, and technologies literacy. So, let's start. Okay, so what is nature of communication? The nature of communication is about sharing information with another who has something in common with you. It is a process by which two systems or people exchange information because they have enough things in common for this exchange to be relevant and possible for them to happen. Additionally, what are the processes of communication? The communication process is the steps we take in order to successfully communicate. Components of the communication process include a sender, encoding of a message, selecting of a channel of communication, receipt of the message by the receiver, and decoding of the message. Noise is anything that hinders communication. What are the concepts of communication? First, senders and receivers. There's no communication without someone to send a message and someone to receive it. Whether it's a lecturer orating to their students or an individual making eye contact with someone who is across the crowded bar. Number 2 is message. What is being said, what is being gestured, read, or signed, whether verbal or non-verbal, it is the way of the sender to communicate to the receiver. Third one is code. In communication theory, a code is simply the system used to formulate the message. Oral language is a code, and so is written word. Fourth, the channel. In a sense, the most basic channel is the human voice. The vibrations of one's vocal cords allows the message to be encoded in language to be captured by the receiver. Number 5, the medium. A television show is a medium, while television itself is a channel. A poem is a medium, and the book which holds it is a channel. Number 6, noise. The noise in communication is both literal and figurative. Sometimes, noise is a physical interference in a signal. This can be thought as an issue in the code. There's a possibility that the message will be lost because the receiver lacks the specialized knowledge to comprehend it. Number 7, environment. This is the context where communications takes place. It influences how messages are sent and received. Lastly, feedback. Feedback helps us calibrate how our messages are being taken and to make adjustments whether the feedback is positive or negative. Okay, let's proceed to how communication is affected by media and information. There is no doubt that social media really changed the way we communicate with each other. Social media reduced the barriers in communication, making it easier for everyone to express their thoughts to the world. Social media also helps widen the knowledge of an individual. Social media sourced information is now more handy, making everyone involved and active in society. Social media has also made it easier to connect to friends and families more than ever. Communicating online is now the latest trend in communication. There is an app or program where a person is allowed to see the face of the person he is talking to, giving the vibe that they are talking personally. Social media allow everyone to gain virtual friends, and it can be potentially used to harm another person, since social media networking sites cannot assure user identity. The positive aspects of social media outdo its negative effects, but it is still needed to be used with great deal of caution. Everyone should be mindful in using social media as it can have great effects on users' personal lives with risk associated in its exploitation. Okay, for the final part of my discussion, I will be discussing about the differences and similarities of media literacy, technologies literacy, and information literacy. So, let's go! Media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy are all similar in terms of goals. They all share the common goal of cultivating people's ability to access, understand, use, evaluate, and create media messages, information, or content using information technology. Media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy are all similar to the mastery and understanding of a thing. Differences are: media literacy uses forms of communication and produces ways of communication. It is about media content. Information literacy is using, managing, gathering, and verifying information. It is about library science. While technology literacy is applying newfound knowledge from digital environments, participating in digital media, organizing, and evaluating information. Okay, so that's all for today's discussion. My name is Kina Marie Gonzalez and I'm from 11 Our Lady of the Pillar. God bless and stay safe and praise be Jesus and Mary po.